First, welcome to high school. Welcome to ninth grade orientation. As you know, I'm Dr. Lenahan. Mr. DeBellis is here. Mr. Calaswano is our new assistant principal, athletic director, replacing Mr. Tobin. I want to introduce your guidance counselors, Ms. Jessica Perillo and Mr. Phil Treglia. Everybody knows Mr. Sullivan from middle school, so welcome everybody. Welcome new high school students. We're looking forward to a great year. Just to take you through an overview of the orientation today, I'll take you through an overview, then there'll be upcoming protocols and events. Mr. Calaswano, Mr. DeBellis will handle that. And it's very important, ninth graders, that you get the guidance input starting now. Your road to college starts today. So the more information you have, the more familiar you are with what you got to do to be a success in high school. It's great to gather the information today. We'll start off next Thursday, September 1st, looking to a great orientation. If you have any follow-up questions, anything that you come out today saying, I forgot to ask this, I'm worried about that, you can call. But more significantly, we're here Thursday morning to help you adjust and have a great start. And then lockers will be on the second floor. Just to update everybody on renovation and construction, especially the students who will be in the building. As you know, the board had a bond passed with Dr. Goodman to create a new cafeteria, a renovated library. That has been going on all summer. Basically, if you saw the board meeting last Monday night, we're looking for completion mid-October, late October, so it's an exciting time. There's a new gym floor put in this summer, so a lot has been going on. Infrastructure, progress is moving forward. The rooms that are part of the new wing, which is 2008, basically the science rooms in the high school, basically those rooms have been renovated to the point where air conditioning is put in for the rooms. The roofing part will be completed later this winter, so this spring we expect to have ventilation and air conditioning in the new wing. The board is following up with progress for the rest of the building. So we're looking for, there'll be some work done after school, so you're aware, in the hallways on wiring and things like that, but that'll all be after school and not impacting instruction. We took a tour with the construction crew last Thursday and facilities management of the district, assuring everything will be blocked off in the library and the cafeteria. There'll be no access for students there. Everything's going to be segregated. Also regarding security and safety, the construction company will have someone taking attendance, doing entering and leaving, and we'll be working with our security personnel in the school on reporting attendance and who's in the building. So they're going to wear badges and have stickers, so we're all looking forward to a safe and secure process as the construction continues. Just moving along, opportunities. We're basically we are the smallest high school in Westchester. That's a big advantage. The research will tell you schools of less than 400 really have an advantage for students as far as relationships and opportunity. We do have a rigorous honors program. Whether you're in honors or not, you should be aware of it. There is a criteria to get in, a 90 in middle school. And basically, if you're a Regents student, if you're in Regents now, you can go from Regents to honors in sophomore year. I will tell you this, it's more important that you have good grades, no matter what class you're in, than being in an honors program, just for the sake of being in honors. The point is to work hard and get the rigor, but we do have an honors 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, and 12th grade for English, global 9 and 10. We also have chemistry, we have students who are advanced in that, and then math acceleration program. So, we do incorporate a lot of rigor in our program. Our college acceptances we're very proud of. Our graduates do very well. We hear from alumni all the time on how successful they are. But it's important you get in the right spot academically, and it's important that you work hard where you are. So I will tell you, AP program, which is the next. These are offered for sophomore and juniors and seniors. Freshman year, you want to start off. Guides will take you through it. Get your grades down, get your foundation down. We have AP Computer Science for sophomores. And then juniors and seniors we're very proud, almost half our seniors take AP courses, so we're very proud of what we offer. They're here. Basically, students, some take 3 or 4 or 5 APs. We recommend knowing your own pace and what you're going to be successful at. Quality over quantity in almost everything, whether it's grades or curriculum that you decided to take. Moving along, we're always trying to implement new courses. The AP Computer Science, which is for sophomores, we implemented 2 years ago. That's been a success. Senior internship, we're in our 4th year for that. We have an architecture course. This is all coming attractions pretty much. Some of you may get into as a freshman. Last year, we successfully offered an entrepreneur course. We're really looking toward 21st century learning, hands-on. Our teachers this summer took professional development in basically student-centered learning, project management for curriculum initiatives. For juniors and seniors, financial literacy, I'm doing a seminar. It's once a quarter. And we're also offering for those who are interested a Bloomberg market opportunity for juniors and seniors who are interested in taking business in college. So we're always looking to evolve the program offering. We feel we have a very strong program. We can always do better, and the world is changing out there without question as students and the needs of students who graduate from high school and then eventually college. What's expected of you is much different than it was even 10 years ago. So we're trying to stay current with all the changes in society and technology. Clubs and activities, I'll turn it over to Mr. Calasquano, who will take you through that. He's in charge of athletics and clubs and activities. One of the great things about a small school is you have the opportunity to get involved, take advantage of it. Becoming who you can be is so significant. If you just stay as who you are, I'm not really that interested in that, or I really don't want to get involved, I want to do what I want to do. Expand yourself. Expand your skill set. It could be life-changing for you. So he'll take you. He also did the internship program through that for the seniors. He'll take you a bit through that. Mr. Calasquano.
Just to go through some of the offerings that we have here at the high school. So one of the main things that I would say to start with is each grade level receives a class advisor. So the 9th grade class will have a faculty or staff member that has signed up to be their class advisor, where they begin fundraising initiatives that go towards their prom and other senior events. So I would really recommend getting involved. They'll have officers for the class, they'll have an election, but also it's not just about the officers. We encourage everybody to get involved with your grade level advisor in a whole slew of different fundraising events throughout the year. Aside from that, we do have our GO, our general organization, that will facilitate a lot of different school-wide events throughout the year. Some of our new clubs that we have up on the board are Quiz Bowl Club, which Mr. Pappas, Mr. Trahey are going to run and facilitate, where they'll be competing against other schools. A new one is also, we're bringing it back, is our Snow Sports Club. So Mr. Sweeney runs our Snow Sports Club. It's something where the kids can go on a trip. It's different, they go skiing and snowboarding and things like that. They go on a Saturday. It's a great opportunity for, we don't offer it as a sport here, but it's a great opportunity for them to go out and experience an activity that they may not typically get to engage with. We also, on the right-hand side, Mr. Pappas last year started a stock club, and they've been meeting during lunch. The kids love it. They know they get a great exposure to the financial field and the world of stocks. And then lastly, we do have a whole bunch of community service initiatives that we are going to be rolling out, some within the local community and then some at a wider scale. One of our most popular organizations is our Habitat for Humanity. So it's something that I think that everybody should really try and get involved with, at least 1 or 2 things that are up here on the board. We do have a really wide range of clubs and activities. Secondly, just to go into our athletic program, so up on the board I broke it up by season. So basically right now, which began on August 22nd, we began running our fall Varsity and Jv Sports. So you can see each of the teams that we offer. We host each of them, with the exception of girls swimming, is a merged program with Bronxville. So they swim over at Sarah Lawrence College. It's a great partnership with the Bronxville schools. In the winter, we will be offering our boys and girls basketball, bowling, as well as cheerleading. Our ice hockey program is a merged program with the Eastchester, Edgemont, and Bronxville school districts. And then in the spring, one of our new initiatives last year was our boys lacrosse program, which we're looking to expand upon this year, as well as our girls lacrosse program. We're looking to expand to 2 levels of teams this year, which has been a real big success. So I encourage everyone, if there's something you want to try going into high school or something you haven't done before, this would be a great time to start. I'm always available, so my contact information is on the website. A lot of you already know how to get in touch with me via teaching previously. So I'm always around if anyone needs anything, and I look forward to a good school year. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Calaswano. And ninth grade teachers, just to give you an overview, they're all here. I'm not going to read them all, but biology, there was a very strong science program. Ms. Mitchell and Mr. Trehi. Ms. Williams is a new addition to our English department. Basically, social studies, very strong. Mr. Pappas, Ms. Whale, Mr. Odanis. Math, Ms. Lorays, Ms. Dane, Ms. Joyce, and Ms. Froelich. So we offer a number of varied math programs. The basic program is really get to where you're going to be successful in college. World language you're familiar with from middle school. Great art program, starting with Ms. Kakesh, which you had in the middle school. I can't tell you how art relates to the world of business. That's what we're working on as a goal in the high school. We've had good success. We can do better. And integrating the disciplines of academia with real world applications. Our math department is on it. Art department we're working on. That's where the entrepreneurial course came about, just to let you know. Designing products, you have all products in your house, that all starts with artwork. So you may think art is something that's in a museum. It actually starts in many corporations in the boardroom with a concept. Music, you're well familiar with the program. We're very proud of it. Technology, Dr. Moja is retired. Mr. Cooper's here. You know the phys ed department. Mr. Calaswano got promoted, so we have Mr. Bizzuti doing the health department. And of course, we have business with Ms. Case and entrepreneurial program. If you have any other questions on the business program, we're trying to ramp up here at the high school. Please see me. So welcome. Before the pandemic, we were an award-winning high school by the state. That's 3 years ago. They stopped it due to the pandemic, but we look to continue. We have a very strong program here. The best part of the program here is relationships, and that will tell you, students interacting with adults who are role models, who are academically oriented, who are intellectually curious is really where you want to go. When they see adults acting curious, when they see adults who are lifelong learners, it benefits them tremendously, not just in college, but also throughout their lives. So with that, basically, we're looking for planning ahead, communicate, you'll have great results. If you have any questions, we're here to help you. From the middle school, we're all around the halls. You've seen us, you know who we are. We're here to help you. If you have a concern or an issue or a brewing problem, please come to us early. Academically, we're very strong. And on that note, I'll turn it over to the guidance counselors, Ms. Perillo and Mr. Treglia.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay, so we have just 2 counselors in the high school, and our office is located right across from the middle school guidance office. Our secretary is Mrs. Nicoletos, who will help you if we are not there. So if you have any questions, you're welcome to pop in at any time. The way it works in high school is that I have the last names A through G for the 9th grade, and Mr. Treglia has H through Z. And then we stay with you throughout your 4 years in high school. So it allows us to build a relationship with you and get to know you and your families. We know you academically and personally. By the time you get 9th grade's really this foundation year, and we're going to talk to you more about this later in the year, but you're really just trying to build up your academics and your grades, right? So you can build this foundation so you can get into college or whatever you might want to do after high school. When we get to 11th grade, that's really our big year when it's starting the college process, and we'll meet with you then. And in the beginning of 12th grade, you'll see all of the seniors in our office, and they're working on their applications and really getting ready for the college process. So because our school is so small, it's very nice. We'll see you around the hallways, and you're welcome just to pop in and say hello to us whenever you want. We're here to help you, not just academically. If you're having a rough day and you need somebody to talk to, or you just want to sit for a moment, please know that our doors are always open.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mr. Treglia. Wanted to welcome you to Tuckahoe High School and your transition from middle school to the high school setting. Like Mrs. Perillo said, we are here to help you. Our doors are always open. We know it can be change, but change is exciting. It's an opportunity to start your high school process and your high school life on the right foot. We have many things we can be supportive to you here in the high school. Right now, you're seeing a slide It's our guidance website, and we encourage you to get familiar with this website. On the left-hand side, you'll see a few tabs that, as you go 9th through 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade, can be helpful in your college process and your high school life. You can see what we do for our college fairs, college essays, the common application. These are all words you're going to be familiar with and learn as you move through high school and onto the college process. But in 9th grade, grades count. And I think that's the message we want to share with you. Your 9th grade grades count. They're going to be on your transcript, which is the piece of paperwork that we all send to the colleges when you apply 3 to 4 years down the road. So we want to be off to a good start. And like Ms. Perillo said, our doors are always open. We encourage you to come by and say hello. We encourage you to share on your successes, and we encourage you to come in if you're going through a tough time and share with us. We're here to support you, not only academically, but personally and socially as well. But please get familiar with our website. If you have any questions, or parents, you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. We'll get back to you within 24 hours.
So I think you all have your schedules at this point. We have, like Dr. Linehan noted before, both Regents level and honors level courses. And it's okay if you wanted to be in honors and you didn't quite make it this year. So every year you have the opportunity to build your grades and maybe go into an honors course the next year. Or maybe you really just want to stay in regular Regents level and just work really hard to get your grades up. So the idea is that every year we're going to work together to build a schedule, and the schedule should be appropriate for you. So you don't want to push yourself too hard where your grades start dropping, right? You want to be in appropriate classes where you can thrive. So we will work with you. Your teachers do a really good job making recommendations for the following year. So if you take a look up here, your schedule should probably look like this. You may have a language, you can have an English, a global, a math, a social studies class. Everybody's going to be in the same Global 9, either Regents level or honors level. And then you have the option between art and chorus and band and strings. And as you get older, there's more and more options, okay? So 9th grade, you have a few options for electives, as you can see below, but every year there's more and more that you'll be able to do, okay? And so we'll work together to see what fits in your schedule.
Graduation requirements, as you can see from our slide, all of our students here are going to take 4 years of English, 4 years of history. We want you to take math, science, a world language, phys ed.
And I think, it's our job to make sure you're on track for graduation, okay? So you need 22 credits to graduate. Those credits need to be in specific areas. So if you see the Regents diploma column or the Advanced Regents diploma column, you'll see exactly what you need for New York State, right? But you may take more. So although in New York State, maybe you only need 1 credit for a language, we know that it looks much better if you continue and take your language year after year, okay? So we are gonna work together. You will graduate with 22, or a lot of students graduate with way more than 22 credits, okay? So every year we'll work and we'll make sure you're on track for graduation. So it's not something that you need to worry about.
And we'll be meeting with you at the end of the year and saying, this is how many credits you have right now. You've fulfilled this graduation requirement for 9th grade or for 10th grade. And this is what we need to do and work on in 11th and 12th grade to make sure that you have a Regents diploma or you're in line for an Advanced Regents diploma. We will be reminding you of this, okay? And it's your job to communicate with us and us to communicate with you if you have any questions about this.
And last but not least, these are just some tips to help you get off to a good start. Obviously staying organized, coming to school on time and coming every day. Building a really good rapport with your teachers, so getting to know your teachers. Just like in middle school, we have extra help in the high school as well. So those are times where you can go, and a lot of times only a few students show up. You can get to know your teacher, you can get ahead a little bit, or you can prepare for a test. You're responsible now for your own learning, so we like it if you take the initiative yourself. So if you're struggling in English class, we ask that you talk to your teacher first, and then if you're still struggling, we're here to help you, and we can work together. Like we said before, grades matter, so it all counts now. And we want you just to get involved and have fun. We're really looking forward to getting to know all of you guys. We welcome you to the high school. We can't wait to see you in the hallways. So Good luck this year.
Good luck. Make sure our sleep schedules are right as school starts next week. Get involved in all the activities we have to offer, and we'll look forward to a great year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I'd ask Mr. Bellis to come up and talk about protocols, especially with lunch, given the construction.
Morning, everyone. Welcome, almost back, not quite yet, but just a couple things. Number one, as middle school students, you waited in the auditorium before school started. As high school students, you will wait in the gym. So when you come in, you'll go up to the gym. If you want to get breakfast, okay, the cafeteria will be serving food, but it won't be open just yet. So we're hoping mid to late October it'll be open. One of the things from the pandemic is that we learned how to be able to eat lunch and serve up in the gym. So we have experience doing it. So when we have lunch, ninth graders, you will eat lunch the first half. Okay, and then the older guys and girls will have lunch the second half. We'll make announcements based off of the weather. We want to get you outside as much as possible. We'll keep the field open. Again, we'll go out there as long as we can, so long as it's not too cold or rainy. But again, bring a hat, bring gloves. If we have students that want to go out, and as long as it's safe and the field is not dangerous, then we want to go out there as much as possible. All right, Mrs. Perillo, Mr. Treglia mentioned it, attendance, it's critical. It's probably the #1 indicator of student success. So you being here every day is a huge part of your success and you being prepared for your classes. All right, so try to get here every day. If you're not able to, parents, we ask that you please notify us, send us an email, give us a call, and then follow up with the documentation. They had a doctor's appointment, or as they get older, they visit colleges. Please make sure that you do provide that to us so that we can code that inside of the system. All right. Couple things about behavior. I think, you know, I've had the opportunity to work with most of you or all of you since you were in middle school. And I think carrying forward certain ideas or mantras is critical, right? So be kind to each other, be respectful of each other, and be inclusive. All right. Try to get everybody involved. You're a small group that have known each other for many years, which is a good and a bad thing sometimes, right? But be inclusive, try not to exclude anybody. Social media, please, by all means, be responsible with your social media. Parents, monitor that, be proactive. I think that is one of the biggest pieces of advice that I can give as a parent. Monitor their text, their snap, everything that they're doing. You should be aware of it as well, all right? And if there is an issue, just reach out, please, so that we can get ahead of it as opposed to being reactive to it. All right. Lockers, everybody has their locker assignment. We'll give you some time to go upstairs if you want to put a lock on there or put your things in there if you have anything to put in. We ask, you're going to use the stairwell that is right across from Dr. Linehan's office because they are still doing some construction upstairs. Please stay right in that locker area. Do not go down anywhere else because they are still working and we want to make sure that it's safe and we don't have anyone run into any hazards over there. Last thing, any idea or anyone that wants to participate in athletics or extracurriculars, the eligibility is a piece of that. We will run eligibility after every marking period and after every progress report. Okay, and if you don't meet the eligibility requirements, then you're not able to participate in the extracurricular or athletic activities. Okay, so based off of last year's, we will run eligibility probably within the first week or so that we get back of school, and that will let you know where you are until that first progress report comes out. Okay, if you have any questions, please reach out. We have information on the website. If you go under the student resource section or you go under the important announcements section, you can see the code of conduct, you can see the DASA information, you can see the attendance policy and all the information that deals with that. All right, again, if you have any questions, please reach out. We'll be around. I'll be upstairs in the locker area in case there's any issues with your locker. Just let us know right now, okay? Thank you, everyone. Have a great year.
So just in follow-up, lunch will be in the gymnasium. Mr. DeVos will give you more specifics. We're going to have grade level assemblies on September 1st, each grade, and we'll go through protocol, the handbook, and guidance will be back to follow up, and just in case anybody missed today. Also, guidance will also be meeting with parents and students, ninth grade individually after the first marking period. So we wait till the grades are in first marking period, and have individual parent meetings with the students in ninth grade. So that concludes the beginning part. You know where the second floor is. Maybe we'll go up. Are there any questions at all before we break up? We're here for more questions if you have any specifics. We're not going anywhere. You know where we live. Any other? All right. So why don't you take, Mr. Bellis, take the first 2 rows in the back up to the second floor so we can go for the lockers? Yeah. And Mr. Calaswani, you might take the last 2 rows. Anybody else in between? Anybody else in front here? You can go with Mr. Calaswano. Locks are available in the office if you want to buy them. Thank you very much for coming.